everyone, it's Kari back again with you on the channel. Thanks for stopping by today. We are sharing box cards and pop-up cards this week on the channel, and I wanted to use this beautiful Magic Maker pop-up box die. I'm also using the Humming Harmony set with the coordinating dies, and I'm going to be sharing some easy tips for putting this together. Now I've already cut out all the basic pieces, and I've got some Rainbow Reverie paper here, and I'm choosing the rainbows. I'm going to use these decorative dies right here to cut out of that rainbow paper. These are going to be some of our beautiful backgrounds for this card. So you can see that this fits perfectly on those die cut backdrops. I did cut out the white pieces of cardstock with a heavier weight cardstock. That's just so my box card will be nice and sturdy, really great for standing up and mailing. And there are score lines here, so you don't really have to remember how to do any of this. You just follow along with the score lines. So I'm going to fold everything at those score lines, reinforce them with a bone folder as well. And then we're ready to start putting it together. I'm going to be using some score tape on these tabs here, but I'm also using liquid adhesive. One thing I did find that I like to add a little extra reinforcement with that liquid adhesive that really makes these stay together and last a long time. So I'm going to release the paper there, the backer from that score tape, add a little extra of the liquid adhesive, and then line up that first piece right with the front. Now I'm going to add this second piece here, again adding a little bit of liquid adhesive just to reinforce that strong hold. And I'm going to place it just a little bit back and up from that first one. These are what's going to let you add more and more elements to your box cards. Then I will fold those flat, add a tiny bit of liquid adhesive to the tabs, and fold over that next side piece. When you put it together this way, you almost always get a perfect result. So you can fold those back and forth and it can be mailed. Now I'll go ahead and add the rest of the decorative pieces, and you're going to see that these decorative pieces, they just fit perfectly. I love the little scallop detail on those edges as well. I also wanted to mention that I only cut out one extra layer for the center, but there's also room to add an additional one. So you can cut out an additional one of those center pieces to put in between and add more layers. But look how well this folds back and forth, back and forth. And now we're ready to get our elements ready. So I've already stamped out all the hummingbirds from the Humming Harmony stamp set. I'm going to go ahead and color these up with my Copic markers. There is also an Effortless Artistry paper pack where the hummingbirds are colored for you. So if you don't enjoy coloring, then you can get that paper pack and they're done for you. All you have to do is cut them out and add them to your Magic Maker box card. It's so easy. I do enjoy coloring though, and so I wanted to color one of these up for you just to show you. Hummingbirds are such colorful, beautiful birds. You can really color them in any colors you want to. A lot of the hummingbirds I see around here are blue and green. They have like a shiny green neck. Some of them have a shiny red one. We have one that comes around our house every day. We've called her Ruby. And we have a green one just like this one that we have named Emerald. So I just love my hummingbirds and I love to color them up. I'm using some browns to color up his body here and adding some dots for some texture. And I'll just finish coloring this up again using those E40 shades. These are really, really fun to color. Now with this set, you also get some really great sentiments and flowers, so you can really build a scene, and all you need is this one set. The coordinating dies are also nice to have because they cut out around the words and they cut out all the images. So as I finish coloring up this bird, I'm just going to leave this one in. I end up coloring all the rest off screen, but you'll see all of them once I cut them out, because I did use a lot of different colors and shades. It's really relaxing and fun. Here's a closer look at that guy right there. So here I am cutting all of them out. I've colored up all the hummingbirds and the flowers. I love these fuchsia flowers at the top, this one right here. And the die cuts out even the center part of that. It's really beautiful. And look how it cuts out around those words. Now I'm also bringing in this Meraki Moments Hugs die, and I've decided to cut it out using some glitter paper. Now this die has 3 layers, but I am only going to just use 2 layers today. So I've cut the back layer out of white and the front layer out of that glitter paper, using mostly the blues, just so I could get it to match up with those beautiful rainbows. So all I have to do is just glue this all together. It's pretty simple to assemble. And once I'm done with that, I can start building up my card. I'm going to put this large sentiment right on the front of the box card, and I'm just kind of checking out where I want everything to go. I have a lot of different images to choose from, and that's what really makes it so much fun. There's lots of options. So I'll start putting this together. I decided once I glued that first one on, I decided I wanted a little more stability for his wings. So here's another tip for you. Take the dies and die cut out just some regular white cardstock. I used a little thicker of a cardstock and I cut out some extras. Now I can glue those extra die cut pieces to the back of my images, and that will give them some more stability. So I love that. It creates more of like an ephemera piece, just a little bit thicker, and that's going to also allow them to really stand out on that card. I'm also going to do the same thing for the flowers. It gives it just a little extra something, and you really can tell a difference in real life. So now I can glue this guy back to the front there. I'm going to hold him there with my reverse tweezers just to make sure that he's attached until that has dried a little bit. And I'll do the same with the rest of these images. The flower's going to go right about there. So I'll glue that right there and hold it once again with my reverse tweezers. And then I'll place these images right here. So now we're getting somewhere. Now I wanted one of those hummingbirds to appear like it was flying above the rest of them. So I've got a piece of acetate here. This is nice thick acetate. So it's going to hold him up nicely even though he is a couple layers thick. So this is extra thick. I'm going to glue the hummingbird there to the acetate and hold that together once again, allowing that to dry. Once it's dry, I can go ahead and add that to my box card. Just like this. And I'm going to hold that on for just a little bit. So I am gluing him to that center little arm, the center piece right there. And look at that. So he is flying above it all, but this will still fold flat. It still can be used for mailing. And if you added an extra piece in there, you could have even had more hummingbirds flying around. Look at all these extra pieces I have too to build up more cards. So these I will save for another time, but look at this. It's beautiful, and when you stand it up and take a look at it, it's really, really pretty. It makes for a beautiful display. So here are some looks at this box card. I have another card to share with you too, so hang on just a minute. I'm going to show you that. I ended up using some of that glitter paper for the background and for the front, and used that ZigZag zoom die for the front as well with the new blooms, the Flower Fest stamp set. I think this looks so pretty with that high in the background. So this is just another idea for you. This Magic Maker pop-up box card, it just has so many options and things you can do. Thanks for stopping by today. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.